Welcome to Notification Squad, the show that takes people behind ChannelFrederator and puts them in front of the camera. My name is Cade.
I'm Alyssa, and today we're talking about how Pink Diamond shattered the Steven Universe fandom.
After Steven Universe talk, we're making bacon pancakes. Is it possible? Of course it is. We've got a recipe with a twist. Pink Diamond is finally revealed on Steven Universe for what, I don't know, it felt like 3 years before we saw her face.
It's been longer than 3 years. The show's been going on for a little bit longer than that.
Well, who is Pink Diamond and why did we finally get her reveal? And is she exactly who we thought she was?
No, not at all.
Well, let's talk about that. Explain what happened in the last episodes?
Yes, it was 2 episodes. So they're technically Lars and the Stars and Jungle Moon.
Okay.
But they aired on TV as Stranded.
Yeah, so it's like one 22-minute episode.
Yeah, pretty much. What happens is Steven and Connie go to save Lars because they believe that he's still on homeworld, but in actuality, Lars is taking care of himself.
Yeah, pretty much. He's fine.
So he steals a ship and he's fighting a general named Emerald.
Yeah.
Which actually is really funny because everybody in the office was speculating Emerald.
We almost did a cartoon conspiracy on who is Emerald.
Yes.
Which would have been really good. Missed opportunity.
Oh well. So Lars steals Emerald's ship and now they're battling and they need help. So Steven and Connie fuse into Stevani.
Right.
And they take a ship and they go and help Lars.
Yep.
But in the process, their ship gets stranded and crashed into a planet, moon. They
Literally
have no communication
stranded.
and they have to learn how to survive. And they're staying fused because I think they're more powerful. Fused and I think.
And Stevani has some stubble.
Yeah, they're there for a while to the point where Steven's hormones are in Stevani and he grows.
That's so crazy. But then they fall asleep.
They end up in a structured building. I don't really know.
This is where I get lost.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused here.
Yeah.
So
Stevani falls asleep, and Steven has these powers where when he dreams, it's kind of like fused with the diamonds. But because he's fused with Connie's memories and brain waves are probably like getting in the way. So the vision is Pink Diamond and Yellow Diamond's vision together, but it's shown through Stevani as Pink Diamond and Connie's mom as Yellow Diamond. So when we're first introduced to this, everybody's confused. We don't know what's happening.
So confused because Stevani's there and the Yellow Diamond.
So we get finally a face reveal of Pink Diamond.
Yes.
And we get a voice.
Angry. She's angry.
Very angry.
Well, she's sad and then she's angry.
Yes.
She punches.
Also, Yellow Diamond's huge, and we know the diamonds are huge, but for some reason, Pink Diamond is small.
Like this big
So
difference.
people believe that she's defective. She came out wrong, and that the diamonds don't treat her like a diamond.
Right, so our initial impressions or our thoughts of what Pink Diamond was are kind of thrown out the window. You know, we thought she was like this fearless leader, right?
Yeah, a lot of the time when they speak this Pink Diamond, she was shattered, so it was like, ooh, she must have been like a powerful leader, and she like commanded everything. I mean, a rebellion started against her. But in reality, she's like a bratty teenager.
Exactly, she's just an angsty teen who's like, I want an army.
Yeah.
Is that a good impression?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. I mean, that's pretty much any bratty teenager. So everything that we ever thought of Pink Diamond was literally shattered.
Literally.
Like her.
And so, you know, when things like that happen, whenever expectations are either met or not met, you know, there's always problems within fandoms. I mean, look at The Last Jedi, right? With the Star Wars movie. Yeah. A lot of people are upset with some of the creative choices that were made with that movie. So I'm interested to know, like, you know, just knowing so much about Steven Universe and the Steven Universe fandom and following it, you know, in your opinion, do you think, like, expectations were met? Do you think people are mad or disappointed, or?
I don't think people are mad or disappointed. I think the people who would be disappointed the most are the people who are making fan art of Pink Diamond, and now everything that they ever thought of is they crumpled up, they deleted all their files, crumpled it up, threw it out. And I think the other people who are kind of like, oh man, like this was nothing I wanted or expected are people who made theories. Yeah. Like if you look at our channel, we made so many cartoon conspiracy theories around Pink Diamond.
So many.
Is she Lion? Is she
Steven's
Rose?
mom?
Like,
is she Emerald?
Yeah, like, does she actually exist? Like, we didn't know until this point. We didn't know who she was.
Debunked,
but
right?
But I think the big theory now, aside from who actually shattered her, because we're still on the fence of who that was, is why.
Right, why did that happen?
Yeah, because if she's such a bratty teenager, like, what was something that she did that made someone shatter her?
Well, the thing is, like, specifically with Yellow Diamond, we saw a lot of stuff with her and Pink Diamond, and it's like, I think all signs are still pointing towards her. I think. I don't know. In a way, I feel like they're kind of building that up. Like, I don't know. Pink Diamond's a teenager, you
Yeah.
know?
There are some big mysteries in Steven Universe that we don't know of yet, and probably won't know for just a little bit longer.
Right.
Essentially, like, what happened with Rose, and who actually shattered Pink Diamond, what happens with Pearl's backstory.
Yeah, it's like answers one question, ask 5 more.
Yeah, and who's White Diamond? The Round Table actually just made a video.
Shout out to the Round Table.
About White Diamond and when she would appear and if she actually is a thing. And so these are just questions that we'll slowly get.
Yeah, and keyword slowly, and that's a good segue into my next thing I wanted to bring up was, you know, Cartoon Network gives us these episodes so like sparingly, right? Like, you know, they do these Steven bombs, which is great. Like, hey, here's 5 episodes. Maybe in a couple months we'll give you another 5 episodes. But like, there's no real schedule. Like, I couldn't tell you when the next episode is.
Well, it's actually in April.
I mean, I couldn't.
It's in April. Steven Universe fans are probably the most patient people
They're probably
ever.
used to it at this point, right? So, I mean, how long is Steven Universe going to go for? Like 20 seasons? The other thing I want to mention is I follow Rebecca Sugar on Instagram. You should check out her Instagram if you don't follow her. It's pretty cool. She posted a picture of Lars from Lars and the Stars, and she put in the caption that it's from 2013. It's 2018, Alyssa.
And that episode didn't air until just a month ago.
5 years. She drew that ago 5 years ago. Now, granted, you know, maybe she wasn't working on that episode for 5 years, probably not. But that's just crazy to me. That clearly, like, there's probably more episodes that are finished that they're just not releasing.
That's true.
Cartoon conspiracy.
But that's what we think about Pink Diamond's reveal, and we want to know yours in the comments below.
So let us know in the comments below.
Why are you? There's a parrot in the room.
I think they're supposed to say something about pancakes.
Welcome to ChannelFrederator, where we make food based off of your favorite cartoons, movies, and TV, and all that good stuff. I'm here with Jesse.
That's me. I'm gonna cook it.
What are we making today, Jesse?
Well, we're making everyone's favorite bacon pancakes from Adventure Time.
Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
But, as Cade said earlier, with a twist. So the twist is these are actually for on the go.
Oh.
So instead of, you know, pouring in a maple syrup, I've actually pre-crystallized some maple syrup.
Wait, how do you do that?
If you're a minor, do this with your parents, because what you're gonna do is boil maple syrup, and I'm talking about maple syrup, Alyssa.
Maple syrup?
So no Aunt Jemima's, no cabin log syrup, none of that. That stuff's fake. So you're gonna boil it, let it get kind of frothy, you're gonna reduce it, and then your cookie tray that you put in the fridge and/or freezer, so it's nice and chill, you're gonna pour it out on that, and you're gonna see that it's gonna start to harden, where then you're gonna get nice little flakes just like this.
Ooh.
Where then you're just gonna wanna crumble it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So there's some clips of me right now doing that at home, because they keep telling me I can't bring an open flame into this office. And they
Fire
started-
codes, man.
Yeah, they don't have to know where we are. As far as you can tell, we're in like California,
No.
Russia,
New York.
India.
So how do we make bacon pancakes? What are the essential parts?
Bacon. And since we have a hungry office, I'm gonna make this entire pack. You don't have to, but you might want to use some for snacking. Oh, nice and fatty.
It smells so good. Oh, sizzle.
Do you like your bacon chewy or crunchy, Alyssa?
I like it crunchy.
Good, because we are going hardcore crunch on this one.
Hardcore crunch.
You want it to be crunchy for this so we can crumble it up so we can put it in the pancakes later.
True.
And of course, we're gonna save the fat.
Save the fat.
Yeah! Do you not save your bacon fat? You know what makes these taste good, Alyssa? What's the ingredient?
Fear.
If I look up ASMR bacon, how much stuff do you think comes up? Think we could sneak a piece without anyone noticing? While this bacon's cooking,
Yes.
I'm gonna take my 1 cup of flour.
1 cup of flour.
1 cup flour, and I'm gonna sift it using a sifter. But if you don't have a sifter at home, that's okay. You can use any pancake recipe you want. This is just one that I've been using for a while.
You can
and
make
really
like whole wheat pancakes,
Gluten-free
buttermilk,
pancakes.
gluten-free.
Right now we have 2 tablespoons white sugar, 1 tablespoon brown sugar. I'm gonna sprinkle that right in there.
What else do we need to add?
We need to add baking powder, because it's gonna make
powder.
it nice, light, and fluffy. Ready? We got 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons.
Dos.
Gonna just whisk that stuff all together, which if you can't sift, use a fork or a whisk. That will help break all the stuff up while it's in there. Where's your apron?
Where did you get that apron though?
I got this from the Nick box from our friends over at Culturefly. This is my favorite part. I love doing this part. The egg. We're only gonna do 1 large egg.
Okay.
But first, this is a nice little trick, and anytime you're cooking something in like a cake or any type of pastry and you want it a bit softer, get a little more fluff, we're gonna separate the yolk and the white. Just make a nice little crack along the side. Let that egg white just kind of drip on out. I'm gonna let you hold that runny yolk, Alyssa, so we're just gonna kind of get right in there. Now you can tell really looking nice and whisked up on that one. We get a nice froth going.
right,
Alyssa, dump that egg in there.
Dumping egg.
Yeah, now we're just gonna
There
beat
you
that
go.
right up in there. So here's the other thing. If you get any yolk into your egg white,
It will not flow.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is gonna be good.
You want to keep a little bit of the bacon fat floating around your tray just to get that nice extra goodness, am I right?
Keeping that grease.
Okay, look at this. I'm gonna have you pat down this bacon. Be careful because it will be a little hot. We do want to separate the wets and the dries because otherwise you're gonna get a clumpy mess, and who really wants that? So I'm gonna take 3/4 milk and then 2 tablespoons extra milk.
Why?
Because that's just what the recipe calls for.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do a teaspoon vanilla extract.
Oh yeah, don't do tablespoon. You might have too much vanilla.
Is there such thing? Gonna mix that stuff up right before I add in our butter. Okay, so now here's the thing you want to keep in mind with your butter. As you can tell, I kind of pre-melted it. You do not want it to be hot. If your butter is hot, it's gonna cook your egg. And then what do we have on our hands, Alyssa? That's right, a cooked egg. Also, forgot to put in a little pinch of salt. Ready, Alyssa? Start ripping up that bacon for me. And now we're gonna start incorporating by pouring our wet ingredients right into our dry. You don't want to do the other way around or you're gonna get some clumps. And no one wants to have Christmas with the clumps, am I right? Look at that. So I'm gonna need about a handful of that ripped bacon. But while you're doing that, I'm gonna take our crystallized maple syrup. You want a piece?
I'm busy.
Take these and start crumbling them up. I used about a 1/2 cup maple syrup to make these crystals, so that when it's crystallized, once it's added to the moisture starts cooking, it's gonna heat up and start seeping into the actual batter itself and the pancake, which is gonna give us nice little maple pockets.
Maple pockets.
Yeah.
The best kind of pockets.
Better than Hot Pockets, Alyssa?
No.
Let's take some of those ripped up bacons,
Okay.
let's put it in here.
Okay.
Go whole hog on this one. Just
Whole hog,
Whole-
but we only had the bacon strips.
Okay. So you want to take your 1/4 cup scoop, and that's about how I'm measuring each of these out, is about 1/4 cup.
Okay.
Some of these don't always have enough in there. So in that case, don't be afraid. Really just sprinkle some extra in there.
Okay.
Now you can really start seeing here, especially as it heats up, we have our crystal starting to melt and really then absorbing some of the moisture coming from our pancake.
It looks delish.
You're gonna cook it on one side longer than the other, especially the first side, where it's really gonna start cooking all the way through. When you start getting these bubbles up top is when you're gonna flip it, and you're just then at that point sealing the top, not cooking it even more. Keep in mind, not equal time for both sides. This is how much the recipe seems to yield. This is enough for about 2 to 3 people, depending on how hungry you are. And we're gonna kind
For
of.
me. Yay, look at that stack.
You want to sprinkle some little maple?
We can sprinkle some more. Drizzle that maple.
Alyssa, would you like to try some of our bacon pancakes? We're on the go.
Would love to.
Wait.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I wish you could taste-o-vision this one.
These are so fluffy.
You can kind of see that we're getting a bit of the maple right there. You do see that it has gained a bit of moisture left in there, and it is seeping throughout the pancake. Look at that rip. That's a good bake. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. Oh my God, I want to die. This is so good. Say you are also like vegetarian or vegan, and you could use bacon bits instead. You won't get the same amount of fat in there, but you will get some of the smoky flavor, and that's really what you're aiming for
And if
with
you're
this.
not into pork, you can always try turkey bacon.
So Alyssa, that's it. We made bacon pancakes, but you know what I want to know? Are you going to try this at home? Let us
better.
know in the comments below if you made this. Tweet at us at like either on Twitter or Instagram at
ChannelFred.
Hey!
Yeah.
And let us know. Show us a picture. We really want to see it.
Yeah, and make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to become part of our notification squad. And remember,
Frederator loves you.
No, just, okay, fine, it's good. Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. Bacon, and you put it in a pancake.